Hey Astro Kids, and welcome back. This is your horoscope for the new moon in Pisces, which is happening tomorrow morning. And this is a very beautiful new moon that we are having. We have a grand trine. So this is going to be this new moon in sextile to Uranus and Taurus, and in sextile to Mars, that is now in Capricorn. And Mars and Uranus making this opposition, which is creating this grand trine, which is beautiful. A grand trine is always a opportunity for a miracle, for something grand in your life to happen. And so this is a very positive new moon experience that we are having with this new moon in Pisces. It is in conjunction to Mercury retrograde, and so there is a lot here that is about going deep within and really taking a look at these areas that need work, that need growth, looking at your insecurities, looking at your fears, your doubts. This is going to be a new moon that is about reprogramming your mind on a subconscious level. So there is a lot here that is going on subconsciously within the mind. Now with this sextile over to Uranus in Taurus, remember that Uranus in Taurus is this ultimate change in our values, in our belief systems, in our relationships. And this is something that we have not covered recently, is this Uranus in Taurus. This is playing a big role in this new moon, as there is something big about needing to go within once again and changing these subconscious programming that is in the mind. And this goes to your values. This goes to your belief systems. This goes to your relationships. How are you relating to others? So there is something big here that is a massive change in the way that we are seeing things, in the way that we're relating, in the way that we really put our value and our worth into life. Big shift happening with that. And with Mars and Capricorn, remember that even though we are in a Mercury retrograde, that this is a time to push. This is a time to stay determined, to stay focused on your goals. A lot of this Mercury retrograde energy, along with Neptune and Pisces, very much making people feel low on energy, making people feel tired, making people want to give up. There is this false illusion with all of this Pisces that is making us want to give in, making us want to give up. Remember that with all of this Capricorn that is still playing into this whole experience, that with Mars exalted here in Capricorn, that it is time to stay determined, to stay focused, to stay driven towards your goals and your task in life. This is not a time to stop and give up. During this Mercury retrograde, we are being called to take a break. We are being called to take care of our health. This is a big moment of self-care and doing what is beneficial to you. But it is not a time to stop. It's not a time to give up. This is a time to keep pushing, to keep going with this Mars in Capricorn playing a big role in this new moon in Pisces. So very much about your dreams, your visions. Remember, we're in Pisces now, where this is about what we can imagine, what we can believe, what we can dream, what we can create. So very much right-brained experience now, as the sun is in Pisces, of dreaming, believing, imagining, going deeper and looking into the deeper meaning of things, right? And this is where we go to this subconscious experience, going deep within ourselves. But there is something big here. If you are willing to let go and go through this change, go through this process, do the work that is necessary, that this creates a big miracle, that this creates this magical opportunity in your life. So this is a beautiful new moon. This is super, super positive, especially coming out of this weird Aquarius new moon where things were very chaotic, things were not really making sense. A lot of people in this really weird place of life being very confusing, life with things really being out of place, being very different. So this new moon in Pisces bringing us a lot of positivity in the middle of this Mercury retrograde. And there is something big about this Mercury retrograde that does not feel like a Mercury retrograde, as we did start it with Mars entering Capricorn, entering its exaltation, where Mars is that passion, that drive, that focus, that purpose, that determination to move, to act, to go forward. And it's here in its most powerful position in Capricorn, where Capricorn is about the status, the reputation, is about the monetary gain, is about the ultimate highest position for success in your life. And so we are being driven and called to go after our best position in life. We are being called to do what is truly of the highest, greatest good to us. And so with this Mercury retrograde, which, by the way, this Mercury retrograde is going to shift back into Aquarius, which is going to give us a major break. And so this is a very short experience of this Mercury retrograde getting lost in Pisces, this confusion, this fear, this doubt, this illusion, as it does go back into Aquarius, where Mercury feels more comfortable in Aquarius. Mercury in Aquarius has the answers, has the knowledge. And so there is something big about this Mercury retrograde that isn't quite as difficult, isn't quite as challenging as the last time that we had Mercury retrograde in Pisces. And of course, you want to go back to last year. So this is going to be the beginning of last year, when we went through a 60-day cycle of Mercury retrograde in Pisces. This is much shorter. This is much easier with this push and this assist of Mars in Capricorn. This is a divine opportunity looking at this new moon experience here. And the card that we get for this new moon is the Eight of Cups, which we normally look at this as a difficult card. This is about surrender. This is about giving up. This is about walking away, letting things go. But there is something very positive about how this is actually you letting go of these negative choices, of these habits that don't serve you, of you walking away from the things in your life that no longer serve you, leaving that behind, letting go. There is something big about this, that Pisces is about this ultimate sacrifice, this surrender to this higher power, however you refer to this, God, source, universe. There is something big about surrendering and letting God take the wheel in this moment here with this new moon. And this is the key to this ultimate success, right? There's something big. Remember that Virgo is the opposite of Pisces. And Virgo is the analyzer, the planner, is in the details. So there's something big about Virgo that needs to control, that needs to organize, that needs to plan, that needs to have it all in order. But in Pisces, remember that all of this is huge. We have the Sun, Moon, Mercury retrograde, and Neptune all in Pisces. This is a Pisces moment of needing to surrender, needing to walk away from the things that don't serve you, needing to let go. This is not a moment of control. And with that South Node in Capricorn, which plays a big role in this, as the South Node is conjunct Mars, that there is this illusion of wanting to control the outcome, wanting to be in full control with all of this Capricorn that we are learning and experiencing and going through. But remember that control is an illusion, as the South Node is here. These are old past experiences. These are old karmic patterns that need to be released. And this North Node playing a big role in this new moon, as the North Node is in trine to the new moon. And this is something that we haven't talked about recently. We've glossed over this North Node a lot as we've been heavily focusing on Capricorn. Remember that the whole of January this month has been this intensity of Capricorn, especially coming into that Saturn-Pluto conjunction that we saw at the beginning of January. Now flip that over to this North Node in Cancer that is the new lessons, is the new experiences that we are meant to head towards. And with this North Node in Cancer, there is something big about connection, that is about nurturing, that is about taking care of ourselves, that is about feeling and connecting, letting go of this sense of power and control. And so once again, with this Eight of Cups here, there's a big message here about surrender, about walking away from situations that no longer serve you, about not trying to control the outcome, not trying to have this control and this power over your life, but allowing yourself to surrender, allowing yourself to go with the flow, to experience life, to have this ultimate higher connection to source. So this is a very powerful new moon that we are coming into. This is a very positive opportunity for many here, and that is your horoscope for the new moon in Pisces. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you liked this, don't forget to leave a thumbs up as well as a comment. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well as hitting the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any new content. And I will see you all in the next video.